guys, so my name is Deena. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. This is Yoga with Deena. So for today's class, make sure you have a block within reach. We're going to start out on the mat. Recline, grab your block, and come into a comfortable reclined pose. As you come on to your back, you can take a nice long extension, bringing your arms above your head and you point your toes forward as you take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring your knees into your chest, give them a gentle squeeze. And release your feet to the ground. Let your knees fall in and your palms face the ceiling. So this is a supported rest pose. Begin to settle down here. Allow yourself to notice your shoulder blades on the ground. Allow your eyes to come shut. And take a check-in of your body. Scanning your body from the crown of your head all the way down to your tippy toes. Out to the palms of your hands, noticing your shoulder blades on the ground and noticing everything as it begins to land. Every inhale, see if you can grow a little bit taller. And with every exhale, settle down on the mat. Exhale to settle on the mat. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, open your mouth, let it all out. Let's do that one more time. Take an inhale. Open your mouth, let it all out. To the space, grab your block that's within reach. Place your block in between your feet. And as you inhale, see if you can reach the block with your hands. And as you exhale, release your hands above your head. Bring the block all the way to the ground. Tap the block on the mat. Inhale, come back up. Reach your hands, grab the block. Bring it above your head. We're going to do this for a few more rounds. Inhale up, slide the block in between your feet. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down, moving with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Exhale. Couple more rounds just like this. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Final round. Inhale up. Exhale, tap the block. Inhale back up. And bring the block above your head. And release. Set your block aside. Do a nice long body stretch, really taking in the elongation of your belly, your core muscles. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Bring your hands behind your back. Rock up and down a few times until you can cross your shins and come onto all fours. As you come onto all fours, allow yourself to place your wrists below your shoulders, knees below your hips. Nice and level here. Your pelvis is equidistant from the ceiling. Drop your hips forward as you inhale, glancing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, push the mat away and around. Maybe you move your head side to side. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, back. into a neutral tabletop. Allow yourself to walk your hands about 4 to 6 inches forward. Lean forward, shoulders are stacked over yours. Tuck your toes under and come into a high plank. When you come into your high plank, engage your core. So you're slightly tilting your pelvis down. Press your palms into the floor. Shoulder blades are coming up towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, lower your knees, untuck your toes, slowly lower all the way down. Your hands land by your lower ribs, your forehead is on the mat. Press into all 10 toenails. As you inhale, come up into your baby cobra. The back of your neck is nice and long, so there's nothing to look at. The back of your neck is long. Your drishti is the tip of your nose. Elbows come back and up. Press into all 10 toenails, lifting your knees off the ground. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, release your knees, tuck your toes under, push up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Press into the four corners of your right hand, the four corners of your left. Check in that your feet are slightly pigeon-toed, your heels turn out, your big toes turn in. If your heels are high off the ground, bend those knees and see if you can reach a shape that looks like a V. So we're trying to not have a U shape, but a V shape. So it's almost like you're trying to zip your chest towards your upper thighs, towards your thigh bones, your femurs. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to the top. Utkatasana, Tadasana. So as you come into your first Tadasana today, your feet are about hip width apart. Allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears. Your palms face forward. Bring your palms together in front of your heart center. Close your eyes. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Your intention may be to bring something into class. It may be to leave something out. I'm recording this on a full moon, so whenever there's a full moon, take a moment to check in with where you wish to be for the next 4 weeks. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, hands by your sides. Step to plank. Hold your plank. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists. You want to make sure that you can walk your feet forward if your shoulders are behind your wrists. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bending at the elbows, lower halfway. Flip your feet. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing. Pressing into all four corners of your palms. So trying not to be in the wrists, only in the wrists. If you have any wrist pain, see if you can imagine pressing down the knuckles underneath your fingers. So the bases of your fingers, press them into the mat. The back of your neck is long. And if your heels are off the ground, once again, continue to bend your knees. Trying to get into that V shape. If your heels are high off the ground, bend your knees so you can take your hamstrings out of this equation. Take one more inhale here. Come high in the balls of your feet. End of the exhale, step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to the top. Utkatasana, Tadasana. One more, just like that. You guys are doing great. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, folds you down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, hands by your sides. Step to plank. Hold your plank, really pressing those palms into the floor. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower halfway to chaturanga. Flip your feet. Inhale, Ardha Mukha, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, Adho Mukha. Float your right foot up towards the ceiling. Step your foot by your right thumb. Bend into your left knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. And as you come into this crescent lunge, making sure that both knees are bent so your pelvis stays neutral. So what we want to accomplish is a pelvis where your hips are not floating forward. So if your pelvis is not neutral, what ends up happening is that you can actually float forward. So in order to accomplish that, bend your back knee. Inhale, float your arms up for your crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlacing from your sacrum. Inhale, peel your arms away. Exhale, lean forward, Virabhadrasana 3. Point the toes down of your right foot. See if you can square off your hip bones to the ceiling. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release your palms to the ground. Point your left foot up towards the ceiling for your standing split. Maybe you walk your fingertips towards your right ankle. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Let your left foot come to the ground. Left hand stays on the mat or on the block. Inhale, right arm comes up. Sending your left heel towards the back of the mat. See if you can twist towards the right any amount more. Take one more inhale. You can smile here with me. Exhale, float your right hand back. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Move through your vinyasa. Or you can always go straight to downward facing dog. Float your left foot up towards the ceiling. Step your foot by your left thumb. Bend into your right knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. Crescent lunge allows you to have both knees bent. So keep those knees bent. If your back knee is not bent, you'll see that your pelvis cannot stay neutral. So we're trying to keep this neutral pelvis here. Keeping your arms floating up. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace starting from the sacrum. Inhale, peel your arms away. Begin to lean forward. Up, toes point down. Arms peel away. Leg is hip height. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Point the toes up towards the ceiling for your standing split. One more inhale. As you exhale, bend into the left knee. Step your right foot to the ground. Step your left foot back. Move through this vinyasa to come to a downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. On your next inhale, come forward to high plank. Walk your feet in towards one another. Rotate onto the outside of your right foot. Let your left hand come up towards the ceiling, moving your hips away from the ground. Maybe your left heel comes on the inside of your right thigh. Sending your hips away from the ground. Drishtis towards your left thumb. Take one more inhale. Take one more inhale. Exhale, float on the ball of the right foot. Step your left foot by your left thumb. Bend into the right knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. We were just here. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlacing from the sacrum. Inhale, peel your arms away. Exhale, lean forward, Virabhadrasana 3. Squaring off your hips. See if you can take one more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Take an inhale, pointing your right foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Set your right foot to the ground. Right hand on the right block. Left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Runner's lunge with a twist. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart center. Twist your right elbow on the outside of your left knee, twisting to the left. See if you can set your right knee away from the ground. Have fun with this shape. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, your right foot steps to the top of the mat to meet the left. Chair pose with a twist. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you open up those wings. Right hand comes to the ground, left hand towards the ceiling. One more inhale. You guys are doing great. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to the top. Utkatasana. Tadasana. Inhale brings you up. Exhale folds you down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, hands by your side. Step or float, chaturanga dandasana. If you're floating, you always land on bent elbows. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Come, and with your next inhale, come forward into your high plank. Walk onto the outside of your left foot. Right hand comes up towards the ceiling. Same thing we just did on the first side. Maybe your right heel comes onto the inside of your left thigh. Move your hips away from the ground. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, pivot on the ball of the left foot. Step your right hand comes back to the ground. Right foot comes to the top of the mat. Bend into your left knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. Crescent lunge on this side. Forgive me, I'm always pulling my shirt down with this mic on my hip. It's always a bit of a struggle here. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlacing from your sacrum. Inhale, peel your arms away. Exhale, lean forward, floating your left leg up about hip height. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Squaring off your hips. See if you can continue to peel your arms away from your back. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Point your left foot up towards the ceiling. Maybe you move your head a bit side to side. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bend into the right knee. Left foot comes to the ground. Left hand stays on the block or on the mat. Inhale, bring your right arm up. A runner's lunge with a twist. Stacking one shoulder over the other. Sending the left heel to the back. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bring your palms together. Left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Twisting to the right. With every inhale, see if you can grow taller. With every exhale, rotate a little bit more. Now think about your back foot. Think about floating it up as you lean forward. Float it up to meet the left. Chair with a twist. See if you can sit down a little bit lower. Maybe you open up those wings. Left hand to the ground, right hand to the ceiling. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Separate your feet, walk your feet out to be about hip width apart. Hold on to your big toes with thumb and index finger. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, fold. Elbows come out to the sides. Maybe you move your head a bit side to side. Allow yourself to feel the stretch at the back of your legs. Really pull onto those big toes to come forward. Your next inhale, float your toes up, slide your hands underneath your feet, and release your feet onto your hands, perhaps massaging your wrists by stepping on them with your toes. If you have any rings with stones, turn them out of the way. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, open your mouth, let your tongue out, let it all out. Just one more time, little breath of fire here. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it all out. Let it all out. 10 or 5. Take an inhale. Exhale, open your mouth, let it all out. And to really take your hands from below your feet. Heel till your feet back together. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, come all the way to the top. Utkatasana, Padahastasana. And now to come down onto the mat, we're going to go down in a very easy way. In order to finish out this practice, simply bend your knees, come onto your heels, come onto your seat, moving down to the ground via navasana. Take a little boat pose here. You can keep your shins parallel to the ground, or you can extend them up. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, begin to lower to Ardha Navasana, halfway. Inhale, come back up, keeping your shins parallel. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One last time. Inhale up. You guys got this. Exhale down. Stay here with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. You made it to the ground. Bring your hands above your head. Point your toes forward as you inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees into your chest. Let it all out. Let's do that one more time. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest, let it all out. Set up for your final resting pose. You can bring the soles of your feet touching, knees out wide in a supported Supta Baddha Konasana, supported wide angle pose. So the soles of your feet touching, your knees are out wide, and you can have a blanket on your belly. You can also simply extend your legs down the mat or even have your legs up the wall. Whatever you do, allow yourself to rest deeply. Have a wonderful day. Shavasana.